Let's do it. At least I know at worst I'll get third. I wasn't even planning on doing a race here this afternoon. Then one of the dudes has been sitting there in the Discord, and he's been wanting to get a Keysanity run going for an hour or two now, and the channel finally went up because Boyne wanted to get in too, and I'm like, whatever, I guess I'll do it. So, and here I am. It's a key to pod. That is a key to the pod. So. Ah. It's blocking my way. There we go. This thing started so quickly I didn't get a chance to actually get my shit set up. Working on New Year's Day. You know, there was a time I used to have to do that too, and boy, it sucked. Don't miss those days at all. Thankfully, I do not have a job now that requires me to work New Year's Day unless I really want to. I mean, I could work right now if I really wanted to. I've got shit to do. It's a fucking key. Damn it, I hate it when there's a key on the ledge. Now, even more reason not to waste keys. There's not a lot of keys that would be straight up required, but it's enough that you don't want to fuck with it. Eastern big key. Ooh. I like getting early Eastern big key. I just realized I didn't even change my title. Can't do that right now, though. What are you doing, kitty? We get some boxes sitting here from shit that arrived yesterday, and Kiva's having fun with them. Oh, let's see if the Keysanities in 2018 are just as bad as the Keysanities in 2017. I gotta update this title here really quick. There we go. Hasn't quite, didn't quite set everything up on this one actually for us. I got in and basically it started, so. Ooh, well, that means we'll be doing, we'll definitely be swinging by the Sank when we're done here. bark, bark, bark. Alright, be farmed away. We're gonna be... we're about 30 seconds behind where we'd like to be, but that's basically what happens when you have to do this route. But I still think it's the best route because you get to save your rupees, you make sure you don't miss the bottle vendor. Rupees now. Key to Town. Okay. Boots! Flips! Rupee. I got all my footwear. Alright. We've got some footwear. Very nice. Alright, so what we're going to do after this is we're going to go back to Sanctuary. Meyer, it's junk. Mirror. So we're going to go Sanctuary. We'll hit the Bonk Rocks. And then we'll hit the back side of Escape. And then... I'm not sure. It's really interesting getting the Eastern Big Key so early. That's not normal. But we gotta check the flipper route. Skullwoods. It's basically a junk key. I'm tempted to actually Houlihan here because we need to hit the Zora route and we don't quite have the rupees yet, and that'll 100% guarantee that we're gonna have it. Plus we gotta save quit anyway. Eastern, we'll know the answer to that. And map of Pod. Yeah, I'm gonna Houlihan here. I want to be 100% certain that we're gonna have the rupees. Oh, that was weird. Did I not line that up properly? Okay. Because I've never quite seen it like that, but... Alright, we still want to check the south route. We'll do it the normal way you would do this, I guess, is what you would call it. Oh, what do I get here? Eastern is a blue pendant. Well, that's slightly disappointing, considering we got the key to it so early. Slightly disappointing. Although it almost makes me want to go check it first, because we can't clear it yet. Oops. Alright, you don't have a sword. It almost makes me want to go clear it after this, so I think I'm going to head that way after I do, so I'll finish the south route and then head down that way. Thieves. Oh, we're going as soon as we get to Dark World. Thieves Town it is. Sword, and the Moon Pearl, and the Titan's Mitts. We have Dark World access. Pod key, Jesus. Okay, well that changed in a hurry. And what was the other thing I got? A pod key? Yeah. Wow. Now that was a good cave. So maybe I won't go to Eastern yet. I mean, I can actually go clear Thieves. I can get over there, right? Yeah, because I have the flippers. Oh, I haven't marked down that I have the key to that yet. I gotta check something here really quick. Yeah. Okay, good. 2111. Okay. Yeah. I did that so quickly. I was getting items so quickly. I didn't get a chance to mark them all. So, we're gonna still do this route. I mean, we only have 4 hearts, Greendale, so... Yeah, itch on my nose. So, I guess with this setup, we're still gonna go ahead and check a few things before we actually head to Dark World. Not only that, without the hammer, we have to take the long way. So, which means we can't check the south route. Minor key, it's wasted. So I'd like to check the Hype Cave route here, which you can't really do unless you go the long way around. See if these see if these flippers actually meant anything. It did. It certainly did. That gives us access to Skullwoods as well. This is pretty fucking huge here. We have access to 2 Dark World dungeons to clean. Small key, we're gonna have to pick that up. So this is probably nothing because the this is probably nothing. I'm actually gonna get that though. Paid 500 rupees for it. I'm gonna take it. So the question here is, do we go to Dark World? We have Dark World access. I almost want to wait just a hair because I have no health. Yeah, we're gonna actually do that. We're gonna check out the we're gonna step into Eastern really quick. It gave us the Eastern key. And I would like to pick up a couple of heart containers before I start entertaining the notion of doing Skullwoods with 4 hearts green mail and a fighter sword. So definitely want some more resources before I do this. Skullwoods. That changes things a bit too. Rock. Palace. Wow. Oops. That is a lot of keys to pod. So we can get 5 of 6 out here without the bow. I mean, we know it's not required to kill, and I think that's why I want to do this now. I'm basically just stalling before heading in to do Thieves' Town and Skullwoods. We'll probably clear Skullwoods, even though it's a pendant. It is green pendant. We can get 7 of 8 right now. But I do not want to do this with 4 Hearts Green Mail and Fighter Sword. So I wouldn't even mind heart containers in here. It wouldn't break my heart for a mail upgrade. It's possible this Eastern Big Key doesn't mean shit. Because this one's out of sequence. So that's unfortunate. Which means most likely this isn't going to net anything. Oh, shit. Ah! Well, unfortunate, but again, kind of expected in this case, so I guess no more delays. We're heading to Dark World with 4 hearts. There's so much stuff open, though. Actually, I'm not going to get that yet because I want to get it with, when I head over that way. I'm actually probably going to do that after Skullwoods. So we're going to dive into Skullwoods, but we're not going to clear the boss. And we're going to get a little bit of information here. Turtle Rock is required, Ice is 5, and Pot is required. So we just need to find out a pendant, and we'll know 5-6 before long here. I'm off on that one. Ether. So I'm gonna check these two. I gotta be careful because again, green mail 4 hearts. These Gibdos do 2. Gotta be a little careful. I'm not gonna clear Mothula, mostly because I don't think I can at this point. I mean, I might be able to do it, but I'll wait for the Wall Master to get down here. Alright, so don't think...
She stays clear. She knows. He already made his attitude aware, so she leaves him alone most of the time.
What are you doing over there, Kiva?
We have 2 litter boxes, and we have a really humongous litter box.
So, I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to come down here, but I don't think I'm going to... I mean, I could make an attempt on Mothula with this, but boy, it'd be difficult. Body shots do 2. I think I'm just gonna get this. I will come back here. Turtle Rock, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna bail here. Actually, we can go out the other way. It's gonna be just as quick, not quicker. We don't have to traverse through that again. We just gotta go down this way because we don't have the hammer. So my girl, you gonna lay in your bed? Oops. Jesus, come on, dude. Everyone's fine. Lily, my niece, is still in the hospital. They had to do surgery on her leg. But they say everything went fine. She came out okay. Last I knew, she was still there. I saw pictures of her yesterday, but my guess is she... Oh, jeez. I don't want to die here. My guess is she's going to be there for a few days. But everybody should be fine. So... My understanding is that it was pretty bad, but they got kind of lucky. I haven't heard anything about my sister's husband, so that's a good thing. It means that he's probably just fine. Apparently a truck crossed the, yeah, I mean, it was ice. It was down in, it's down in the area of Iowa. There was a bunch of shit, so it was cold and icy. But a truck crossed the center line and, sideswiped him or something like that. I never actually heard the full explanation about what happened, but, yeah, that was my understanding is that it was not their fault. It was a semi-truck that crossed over. Ooh. I'm gonna get... Yeah. The way that I heard that it was described is it crossed over, like the back end of the truck crossed over, something like that, and it basically sideswiped him and hit him that way, and that's basically what happened. So yeah, I mean, it's my understanding though is everyone's in good shape, so. That's, oh shit. I don't want to die here. I'm going to check the stun pack here because... Oh, that's right. You can't stun these things. My bad. But, yeah. Be hearts. Green rupees. That's not what we want, especially going into the Hellway here. We might actually die here. Yep. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually mind taking a death that early. If I was gonna take a death like that, that's when you want to do it. It's a time loss, obviously, but it's not a huge time loss. We'll be caught back up in 20 seconds. Yeah, we just took too much damage. We hit that That red horse head hit us twice, and that kind of did us in there. But yeah, we're already caught up, so I want to save that heart for whenever we have to come back to do blind. So 30 seconds-ish time loss, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Hey, nailed it. And then, of course, because I don't have a Master Sword, it's going to stick. Man, seriously, I'm hitting everything. Oh shit, are you kidding me? Seriously, I'm getting hit by everything. At least I got the bomb and the key and the chest. Jesus Christ. I'm already past the point of no return where I want to make sure not to take a death here. So I'm going to have up to 4 hearts for this blind fight, depending on how this goes. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. So as long as we're not stupid, should be fine. Jerry's still out on that one. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we gotta be careful then. We should be okay, but this is no gimme. Oh, and I'm off. Yeah, I'm off. Oh, this is bad. I don't have the, I don't have a safety, and I'm off-centered. I'm fucked. I'm fucked here. This is gonna be really difficult. Oh, yay! Oh, and it was a fucking... Well, it's the other pendant. Okay, so we know we're good. Oh my god. All that just for a fucking the other pendant. Wow. Okay, well that happened. Alright. Puckered up for that one. Whew. Yo, Ace. That was a, that was interesting. That was very interesting. I mean, we have perfect information, well, or we will once we get to the bomb vendor. So I guess it's not a total loss, but obviously I would have liked to have gotten something more out of there. Key to ice. I'm actually going to keep digging. I want to get a few more rupees. I don't mind spending a few minutes or a few seconds here doing this if I can get another red rupee or two, and it's not going to happen. Oh, you shit. You know what I haven't done? I didn't do the front half of the smithy. I need to go back. I have to go back. I have to go back. I have to... this is the the perfect opportunity to pick up the smithy. Because I'm going to head all the way down there anyway, so I want to take the chest with me. So, tiny little mishap here, but it's not the end of the world. So... Unfortunately, we don't have the hammer. We can't do the hammer pegs, but we definitely want to take the chest with us here. Definitely want to take this with us here. We're still lacking resources here, so we definitely want this here. That's our 5th pod key. That's a lot of pod keys. I wonder... Let's see, I've done this. I already did that. I think I'm actually going to check Swamp. I'm going to open up Swamp Palace and see what's there. Doesn't change anything right now, but that doesn't actually open anything else up. But it's obviously going to be required, because Meyer's going to be required too. So yeah, we're going to do the 10% chance on this, because the Swamp Key could easily be in Swamp Palace that's still in this build. I guess I can just do this now. I'm not getting the Bombos tablet, so... Ooh, there's my bow. Alright, now we're gonna change plans. Change plans. Yeah, alright, yeah, I'm not even gonna check this. I'm not gonna check this now. So now we're going to go to, you know, fuck it. I'm still gonna check this. I hate to do it. I'm still gonna check it. I'm terrified of this chest. Because I know it's bugged. I know this chest is still bugged, so I'm just terrified of it. What am I doing? This chest just terrifies me because I know that it's still bugged. It means we have to open it 3 times, but... this thing terrifies me to no end. I've been screwed over too many times by this chest. Too many times. Gotta use fighter sword with this. I don't have the hook shot yet, so... Alright, now I feel better. I feel better. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. I'm not gonna get screwed over by the swamp chest again. I'll probably won't do that once V28 comes out and they fix that. Oops. I probably will never do that again once V28 comes out, because the chances of that being there is just so much slimmer. That's my 6th pod key. It's definitely sending us to pod. There's the hook. Desert. Hook, desert. Still can't get into desert, though. Now, we could sequence break up to Death Mountain at any point here and just basically clean it out. Which isn't the worst play in the world, to be honest, here. It really isn't. Ice Palace, okay. You know what? I'm going to. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I was marking shit, and I accidentally hit the button. I'm not on my game here, that's for fucking sure. I don't normally sequence break this, but I feel this is a good time to do it, because we've kind of got our progression route open now. And we know what we need to do and where we need to go. So now we just get items, and it opens everything else up. We have to eventually go back and, actually, no, we don't. Never mind. It's a pendant. I was thinking of Skullwoods, but we don't actually have to go do that. So we do not have the key to Harry yet. And hopefully we find the flute up here. If we find the lamp up here, that means we know the flute is downstairs. And we got to go back and find that. Oops, God damn it. Oh, sword. Oh, we'll get that in a second. And I think I'm actually going to pick up that... now we don't need to pick up the heart. Again, we're doing this for the resources here. We're going to make this trip basically once, and then... let's go in and we'll check the first two here. We can't do any more than that. We don't have either key. But this only takes a second. Oh my goodness. Well, that was worth it. That was worth it. Oops. Should have been a little bit further right there. Well, that paid off, I think. I think that was very nice. Very, very nice. Sequence break is worth it for 2 swords. It's going to make everything else so much easier. Meyer key. That's all 3 Meyer keys. I'm not even gonna figure out go mode at this point. There's still too many items, so once I get a few more items cleared, I'm looking for the Meyer big key is what I'm looking for, or not the Meyer big key, the pod big key. It's really what I'm looking for here because Desert Palace. Once we get in the desert, we can clear that. Because I want to go to pod. I definitely want to go to pod, but I'm so bad at that with this avatar. I cannot seem to line this up right with this sprite because the bottom is so much slimmer. Like Link's sprite, you know where it is. It's right there on the bottom of the... Actually, you know what? Since I'm doing it this way, we're just going to go up this route. We don't have the hammer anyway. So we're going to have to come back down so we can do all this and then... So, actually, that's actually not a bad thing that I felt. Because this is actually faster. I should have just fallen down. Because I can go back up, I can get everything up there, and then I can mirror back and come back down, so... Oh, look at that cat. She's looking adorable right now. Ah, there's our desert access. And there's the pod key. Oh my goodness. All we need now is the hammer for pod. But that gets us into desert. ether. Oops, that's not ether. That's... Oh my goodness. You know what I should have done, I didn't, is I should have checked what was up. Meyer. So once we get the flute, we can get in there. Yeah, I should have checked what was in here before I did it, just in case I don't have to double back. Get out of my way. I just want to check. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking dead rocks. Get away from me. Okay. It's like, I just want to check what's there. Come on. Alright, so this is going to be our save quick, and then we're going to head to desert. We still don't have the hammer. We need the hammer to finish pod. And I could just, you know, I'm going to start figuring out go mode items now, because now we're pretty close. Skeletron, good morning, or afternoon, or what time is it anyway? Fuck, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:30. I guess it's technically still morning. Alright, so the only thing we cannot do right here is the, I mean, I could have checked Bombos here, but we don't have an easy way to do it, because right now our only Dark World access is in Village. So, yeah, she's my baby. That's my baby Kiva. She's doing what she does best, which is look adorable. Actually, what she does best is be annoying, but she's too damn cute. So we're basically looking for the hammer. So hammer we need for a bunch of shit. We need the ice rod for Turtle Rock. We need the small key to Swamp. We need the big key to Hera. And we need Ganon Tower key. I think that's it. See if we can figure this out. And we need the flute. And we need the flute. So flute, hammer, ice rod. We don't know what we need for Meyer yet. And then big key to Ganon's Tower, big key to Hera, small key to Swamp. And one small key to Turtle Rock. And that's what we need. Aga might be required. There is a small key on the Aga ledge. But at this point, the only reason that would be required is if it happens to be the small key to Swamp, or if something is locked in Hera's basement. Here's our Turtle Rock key. That's one. So unlikely that is needed. It is unlikely. Well, we had one yesterday that was Agar required. I don't remember if the Marathon one was Agar required. I actually don't remember much about that seed, because it went very poorly, very, very poorly. So... we gambled a bit on that one. What are you randomizing then? I mean, we've got several randomizers out here now. I've actually been tempted to try to do some others, but I just haven't got around to it. This is too much fun. Plus, we have a tournament coming up in 3 weeks, and I need to get a little bit more practice in with that. I'm actually going to swing down here and get this heart. It's not too far away to do this, and we've already passed up on 2 full heart containers, so... off the door frame. Still need to work on my key dashing. Oh, the Pokemon, the randomizer. I've seen the bingo tournaments. The randomizer bingos. I've seen those. Those are actually interesting. It's amazing that like the coolest things going on right now in the speedruns are all randomized games of like 20 years ago. That's quite amazing, but awesome at the same time. Book on the Ledge was... That was the one during the marathon, I believe. I believe that was the one in the marathon. I believe it was. Oh, snake heart. Yeah, I think that was it. Alright, we gotta go to pod. We have got to go to pod here. You don't even have a bottle yet. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, the book on the ledge, that was the one that I took a risk on, and I'm not... I think it was required? I don't remember if it was required or not. I think it was, because there was no way to get into desert, but I'm not 100% certain if that was actually required or not. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't remember. I honestly do not remember if it was or not. So, we're gonna go kill Mothula before heading over there, because we gotta head that way anyway. It's 2 items on Mothula here, so it's not gonna take very long. And obviously we're much more equipped to handle this now. And then we're gonna head across the north side. We'll check Bumper Cave, and then we'll pick up the graveyard and all that jazz. This is also a perfect time to check Catfish before we head to pod. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was needed. But I honestly don't remember. We did one yesterday that was a tricky seed. With an Aga, with a questionable Aga fight. Was that the one I'm thinking of? Was that the one I'm thinking of? We had one with a questionable Aga. It was there was one yesterday that there was a we went to Aga in advance. That ended up being correct. That was the daily yesterday. That was one of the or it wasn't a daily. I guess it was just a random race, but we had an Aga seed yesterday with that. But it definitely was required. It was questionable for a while, but ended up being required. Shit. Get back down here. There we go. One more hit should do it. Alright, so we're gonna grab the green here. Be swamp. Tower shit. Alright. Damn. Yeah, that one was yesterday.
Let me see.
Oh, that's... you know what? I'm getting confused with the book. That was yesterday's where the lazy kid had the book. And I actually decided not to go check Lazy Kid before doing Ag, but it ended up being required anyway. Brother Paul, awesome, dude. Oh, that's right. You were finishing that that red deck. I remember that. Very cool, dude. Very, very cool. so we've already done Bonk Rocks, but we can do the other two. We were waiting. We had the opportunity to do this earlier, and I passed on it so that I could do it now, because this way we get to do the Graveyard Ledge, too. Also, at the same time, we can do, we could probably do Catfish, and this is probably the time to do it. What? Lava Spike is not $4 a copy. Lava Spike's a fucking common. It's a common that's been reprinted. There's no way Lava Spike is $4 a copy. There's no way Lava Spike is $4 a copy. I understand Lightning Bolt is, you know, $1 or $2, but there's no way Lava Spike. Lava Spike is a common that has been reprinted a couple of times. And is only used in one deck. Double check that. I find that very hard to believe. Oh, okay, well the Kamigawa version might be expensive, but you can get the other ones. It's been reprinted a couple of times. It was in a theme deck, and I think it was in one of the Modern Masters builds. Yeah, I mean, the only reason that Kamigawa is so expensive is because the set's 20 years old. I mean, shit. If you can't find Lava Spikes, I can get you Lava Spikes. I got a buddy of mine that has Kamigawa shit up the ass. And I'm sure he's got like 1 billion Lava Spikes just sitting at home in his closet. But they should be cheap. Alright, well. We gotta go to Pod here. I'm a little concerned that we're going to Pod so late. Yeah, I don't even know what my Lava Spikes are. I don't know what version they are. I'm pretty sure it was in the first Modern Masters, though. I know it was reprinted a couple of times. It might have also been in, again, like in one of those theme decks. But yeah, double check that. Oh shit, I didn't dash here. That's fine. Alright, I'll look that up here in a second, because that doesn't sound right at all. I could have checked escape there. That does not sound right. That does not make sense. I'm gonna get a second here where Kika's opening this, so. And then let's turn this green pendant in. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Oh, that's good. I am sure glad I went back to Dumothula. Oh, that's gonna be a tricky one. That is gonna be a tricky one. Hold on. Oh my god, you're right! How is Lava... No, okay, there's gotta be a different version of this, though, right? Am I wrong on that? I could have sworn it's been reprinted several times. Oh wait, I have the mirror. What am I saying? You know what? And we have all 6 keys. We can go through the front door. Dude, I tell you what. Brother Kane. Brother Paul. Let me talk to my buddy who's coming over. He's actually coming over next week because we're going to be testing. Let me find out how many lava spikes he has. He probably has about 1,000 of them. Let me find out, and if I can snag 4 of them, give me an address and I'll just mail them to you. I cannot guarantee you because I don't know how many he has, but my guess is he's got about 1 billion of them.
Really?
Key to Ganon's Tower. No double dipping today, boys. He might actually, Johnny might swing on today. Johnny's the dude that's got Kamigawa stuff. He's one of the only guys that still has all the original shit when we played back in the day and didn't sell it. Yeah, no, I mean, I know he's got 1 billion of them because we drafted a shit ton of Kamigawa back in the day. I just need to, hopefully he still has them and knows where to find them. Oh, dude, seriously, I mean, they're just sitting around. I probably have some sitting in my my chaff box. I haven't gone through them. I'm sure I've got them. I could have sworn they reprinted that at some point, though. That's what's blowing my mind. But I'm not seeing a reprint listing on there. But I know he's still got a bunch of Kamigawa shit because I got suppression fields from him about a year ago. And he had a bunch of suppression fields, which is an uncommon. Ah! Oh, I knew I saw that coming. That little fucker went to the left. Hey, my first bottle. I wonder where that lamp is. It's interesting because Death Mountain is still not open by logic. What is that? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? I didn't see anything here. No. I hate when it does that. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? No. Okay. I'm still blown away how Lava Spike is that expensive right now. It's only really played in one competitive deck, which is, you know, Modern Burn. I don't think I got anything of value out of here. I didn't see anything on the list. Let me make sure I didn't get the flute. Okay, I didn't get the flute. So I don't think I got anything of value based off what I saw there, so... at least again, I don't think I did. Definitely didn't get any keys because it would have told me. I mean, that's the thing that bothers me about Lava Spike. I could have sworn that was reprinted at least once. Dread, you would know this. Dread, you know this. Am I wrong? Has Lava Spike not been reprinted? Not even in a theme deck? Like, not even one of the Chandra decks or anything like that? That blows my mind that it has not been reprinted. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna look this up. Yeah, it was in Modern Masters 1. It was in Modern Masters 1. So view all versions. Let's see. The Modern Masters version. Oh my god, the Modern Masters version is selling for more? How is that possible? Was there a buyout or something? Something's up there. Something is up there. Ha! Oh, that was awfully generous of them, just to all get all nice and clumped up there. Yeah, that is very fishy to me. I didn't do a ton of Modern Masters 1, so I probably only have 1 or 2 of myself. But again, the Kamigawa ones, I know Johnny's got. I'm 100% certain he's got those. If he's got suppression fields, he's got lava spikes. Like I said, I'll talk to him. I'll ask him. My god, that was super easy. I didn't get anything of value out of there, but that was super fucking easy without the, with getting all 6 keys. That was super fucking easy. Alright, so we need to save quit here. We're not going to go in and finish Eastern yet. Because we can go do ice. You know what's interesting? I'm actually going to do something a little weird here. Alright, dude. Like I said, I will check. And if I find them the next time you're on, give me a shout. Again, I'll gladly send them. They're not. It's not a problem. So I'm going to do something a little weird. Opening this up. I know it's taken about 20 additional seconds to do this. But I'm actually going to pick up the mirror shield that's sitting here on the island. No, I don't need it. It's solely very little quality of life, but you know what? I've learned to appreciate the shields. The end game, there are some uses. Alright, so we do have the big key, so we can not do bomb skip here, which is going to be faster. So again, what do we need? Let's figure this out. What do we need? We need the big key to Hera. We need the small key to Swamp. We need the flute. Oops. Ah. And we need... what? Anything else? I'm missing something here. We need the... we might need Quake. We don't know that one yet. So we need the definitely need the flute. We need the big key to Hera. We need this fucking jelly to get out of our way. And we need the ice rod. Grob knob. The 5-year-old in me approves. Let's face it, the 5-year-old me is, you know, much stronger than the 38-year-old me or 37-year-old me. 37, right? Yeah. Had to rethink for a second how old I am. I lose track. My sole priority once I finish this run is to go figure out what the hell Lava Spike is doing at $5 a pop. That makes no sense. I remember having to buy those a few years ago, and they were like 8 cents. Alright, so big key, little key.
Ceramics or black?
Flute, and ice rods. We're 4 items away from go. Oh, I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah. We are 4 items away from go mode. Ice rod, maybe 5. We don't know about Quake yet. And we won't know until we find the flute. Tower key, that's wasted. I think there's 0 chance of a double dip here. Oh, your rival gets a random one too? I haven't played Pokemon in I couldn't tell you how long. It's been a long fucking time. I used to love that shit when I was, I guess I would have been a teenager at that time when it came out. But I was addicted to it. I loved it. There we are. That's 1 down. Castle Tower. That opens up the other side of that, too. Serves to randomize what you pick determines where. Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Makes perfect sense. I do not want to lose any health here. I only have 5 hearts going into this fight, so that's 2 cold stare hits and I'm done. So I gotta be a little bit careful here. But we do have a green goo that I could use if I absolutely needed to. Excuse me. You know what's interesting? That flute was not locked by the hammer. So you actually could have came in here and gotten that without it. I find that a little interesting. Ah. You don't like what you got? Just as long as you do Grobnob again. That name is again the 5-year-old in me approves. I wonder how much of this shit I've sequence broke without the lamp. I'm gonna assume it's a lot. Kinda lost track. Just let him loose here. That's easy. Alright, so we gotta cash in that flute. We're gonna head to Mire. So we need Ice Rod, Key to Hera, Small Key to Swamp.
See, they have what you call it typical or general composition of the alloys. So Alnico is anywhere from 8
And if we can get into Mire, we'll go into Mire.
The nickel is anywhere from 15 to 26%. And the cobalt is anywhere from 5 to 20%.
And what can we check at this point? We might be able to get into Turtle Rock, but we're not going to head there yet. I'd like to delay that if all possible.
Yes.
We can also finally check the Lazy Kid. And what else is down here? There's a few other things we could check. We could do hammer pegs if we want to do hammer pegs. Those two we're going to do later. We'll do those at the same time, actually.
I just happened to find it. It's called chemistrylearner.com.
So let's do... We'll do Lazy Kid. We'll just head straight to Meyer. Let's just go to Meyer.
Let's see if they have
We should have well enough even to do Meyer Dark.
They had
$2.
They sure did.
And then when we do, I'm actually curious on where the, there's not many spots the lamp could be in. I'm actually kind of wondering where that is. I don't care to get it, but... Because right now, we just officially got Dark World
It
open.
was developed in the 70s.
Dark World just officially opened up. Or not Dark World, Death Mountain. Because we don't have the lamp yet. And we just got the flute. Oh, there it is. Okay. Castle Tower. That doesn't do anything. Not doing Aga. Hopefully I don't need to do Aga. There is still a possibility that Agan is required. Because the small key to Swamp, that could be it. There's not that many keys left, actually, to be honest.
There's a document called the MMPA standard.
Hopefully this is it. Come on. Swamp. 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 Swamp!
It's the standard specifications for permanent magnet materials.
We need what? We just need the ice rod. We are ice rod away from go mode.
It's a document that basically gives you the types, specifications on magnets, general information on ceramics.
Very nice. Very, very nice. We just need the ice rod. I think ice rod is it. We have that now. We can do that. Oh, no, we need the big key to Hera still. My bad. We're still 2 items away.
Google MMPA. And I'm looking at a document right here. Actually, somebody made it available
2 items away. So we still have to full clear. Should charge there even faster.
No, I'm actually looking at it. I'm surprised it's on here. I have a copy of this.
Oh, actually, wait. We have everything we need here, so we're going to do it this way. Keep forgetting that this is, in the end, faster when you're full clearing, but you have all the items. So big key to Hera, ice rod. Big key to Hera, ice rod. So we'll do this, then we're gonna head to Swamp. What else? So this will also open up the Pyramid Ferry. So there's actually, we haven't done front end of escape yet. So there's 4 items there, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 items that are going to be opened up by this. We'll do that before Swamp, maybe? I think I'm actually going to do that before Swamp, because if we can go mode Swamp, that's going to make that so much easier. I don't think I need the map to Hyrule Castle. Thank you very much. So it's 3. I'm going to get 4 here in a second. Again, I don't even need to count. We're going to full clear. Until we find, unless we find the other 2 here really
I'm
quick.
not real sure that's going to happen. I mean, how are they going to get their money? How are they going to get money? It's all about
Move out the way.
where do you call it?
Grobnob lives. That's awesome. I love that name.
Yes. I'm sure they do.
And again, what I've got here is what I'm playing with, but I should be fine. I don't think I'll... As long as I don't do anything really fucking stupid, I'll be fine here. And I don't even need that, but I am going to pick up this chest here. Well, unfortunately, Meyer's been a dud so far. So unless Vitreous has actually got something... I mean, the area was nice, but... I hate when that happens. Come on. Don't be like that.
Yep. He's playing video games.
It's what
we do a lot of.
It's what I do.
Yeah, it's just what we do. The only reason I'm not playing right now is I got some cleaning to do.
Alright. So yeah, I think I'm gonna check the fairy pyramid route before doing swamp. I don't want to have to full clear swamp unless I have to. We're 2 items away from go here, so... Jesus. My wife's volume is up a little high. You gotta turn your volume down, babe. I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm just mentioning. Alright, so, yeah, now we can do... Wow, there's so much shit. We can still do a lot of shit here. I am slightly concerned about that pedestal. Part of me wants to go check that ped. And I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Because then we can just go to Eastern and then we know exactly where we need to go. Because there's only 2 items away that we need. But if it is Ice Rod or a Harakey, I mean, this is going to tell us where we need to go. Because they're fully accessible now. So this is when you want to check this pedestal. Is when basically when everything is available. This is definitely not something you want to miss. This doesn't take very long. It's just more of a paranoia thing. I just don't want to see it. Piece of love. Alright. We're good. And we know we don't need another small key, so that's off the table. We don't have to do Aga. I feel better now. Let's actually, we're going to check that shovel spot before we do anything. It's 1 item just out the way. Take it. I don't really care about it, but because we know that it's not required. Although, you know what? It's funny, that actually opens up the, that opens up Spike Cave to logic. And if it's there, we're in trouble, because we're not going to Spike Cave anytime soon. The only way we're heading to Spike Cave is if we find the Harakey right now, but not the Ice Rod, and then we'll check it on the way out. It's the only way we would do it at this point. Alright, so we're doing this mostly because of the item count. There's actually more items checking this, and it's quicker than going through and doing Swamp Palace. Plus, if we happen to find the items and we can go mode Swamp Palace, that's a huge time gain. It's like an enormous time gain. Because we can do this, we can do both items in Naga Tower. We haven't checked the front end of Escape yet. There's 3 items in there. We haven't checked the basement of Escape underneath Hyrule Castle. So there's 8 items in this vicinity that we can get pretty quickly. The only part of it that takes a little bit of time is the front end of Escape. That's definitely takes the longest out of all these. Alright. It's a dud. We'll do that last. I have a bad habit of, in Keysanity, of not doing Escape until super late. I don't know if it's a bad habit per se, but because this is actually quite efficient doing it now, but if Hera Key is here by chance, and we could have finished this a long time ago, that's actually a big deal. I just realized there is one possibility that we could still have to do Aghanim, and that is if the key to Hera, the small key to Hera, is that key, and whatever is there is hidden there. So let's actually see how many small keys are left. There is the small key to Hera. There's 1 Ganon Tower key. There's Hyrule Castle key. There are 2, I believe, keys to Skullwoods. There is 1 key to Turtle Rock. So I don't think it's likely. I mean, it's a 1 of 6. I just counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 of 5. So I guess there's a 20% chance that that key is the Hera key. But it would also have to be, again, hidden behind it, so... So I'm not horribly worried about it. But it is definitely possible. Oh, be there, be there, be there. Hera key! Oh, wait. Oh, no, I want to go back in. Never mind. Want to go back in, want to go back in, want to go back in. Part of me wants to not do Swamp yet. The only thing is... Oh boy. If we find the Ice Rod down here, we all have to take 1 trip up to Death Mountain. That's a big deal. Oh, this is a tough decision. It's a very close, tough decision here. I am not sure the correct choice here. Oh, God. What is the correct decision here? I'm gonna do Hera. There's 5 items up in here. It doesn't take very long. And obviously if you find the Ice Rod, we're just... We can go mode Swamp. We're doing this to hopefully go mode Swamp Palace. It's a big key. That's got to be Swamp. Oh, Skullwoods. Okay, I haven't checked. Is that the last one? Yeah, that's the last one, so... Yo, Gil! What's up, my man? There's not much left here. We are looking for that Ice Rod. We are an Ice Rod away from Go Mode. This has been a tricky seed. That hammer was really, really tricky. Because it gave you access to Skullwoods super quick. But you were not inclined to do it because there wasn't a whole lot of defense and or offense early on. So there's only 3 of us in this race. I know both of the other 2 guys are both competent. So, you know, it's not like they know what they're doing. But that was definitely a tricky hammer location. So hammer locate. Oh Jesus. Sometimes. So the hammer was at Green Pendant. Was it SRL? And if you sequence broke, you could have gone pretty far down the rabbit hole through, yeah, I'm gonna go to Turtle Rock. We do... Oh, God, I don't know what to do. So torn right now. If I go to every place other than Turtle Rock, then... Alright, we're gonna do Swamp. We're gonna get this out of the way, and then we'll go do Swamp Palace. Alright, we'll check that really quick, I guess. There's not much left here. Oops. Oh, you know what? I could have... Oh. Part of me wants to actually reset this and do... Oh, butter sword. Okay, that's something. Let me burn this. Guess I didn't update that. Yeah, we're gonna do Swamp. We need the Ice Rod. And we're going to check Bombos very quickly before we do this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 locations still open on the ground. And I did just screw one of them up. Because if it happens to be a Batman, and I could have fake powdered, and I screwed that up, that's actually that's a big deal. That's kind of why I thought about, you know, resetting that.
Yes, we know.
But, whatever.
We're starting to really go downhill.
Even in Keysanity, we're still stuck on Go Mode Ice Rod. Now. Just there. Shouldn't need it now, but... And if that Ice Rod is not in a dungeon...
No, it was not. It improved deliberate.
I'd be very concerned because you could have go moded a bunch of shit, and we are not doing it yet. I mean, there's not many places it could be. Again, there's only 4 places left on the ground. There's Armos Knights. There's the big chest at Blind. Oh, that's actually it. Oh, and big chest at Thieves Town. Or Skullwoods. I'm sorry. Skullwoods.
No.
So it's not like there's many places this could be. We're doing it this way to hopefully get this before going to Turtle Rock. So that we can quick get out of Turtle Rock and then just go straight to the end. But there is a good possibility that it could be in Turtle Rock. And if it is, then we have lost this race. If it's here, we have a good chance. But if it's in Turtle Rock, I guarantee somebody's checked it.
Yeah, I know, but well, if she's not, then
And we all know
oh, nothing to do about it.
it's always in Turtle Rock. I don't think I'm going to check the other 3 things before I go to Turtle Rock, though. I think I'll just go straight to Turtle Rock after this. But we're going to do the half clear. We're going to leave the 2 items on the left for right now, because it does... This is just a time thing, because we're 1 item away from go. So we'll check the... We'll do everything else except for those 2 items. And then we'll come back and get those later if we have to. We're at an hour 32. No one is done, but I don't feel good about where we're at right now. Tower key, that's worthless. Oops. And this is the only big key we don't have. That would really suck if this is the big key happens to be actually in Turtle Rock, and that's where the ice rod is.
No. No idea.
God, to get out of my fucking way. Ugh. I hate hunting for the ice rod. There's 4 spots. And then we have access to 6 items in Turtle Rock, including the Mimic Cave. There's the powder. Okay, that actually changes a little bit, because now we can check those 2 items before heading up.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe we do that.
Were they looking at a card game or something?
It probably isn't. And again, it's probably still up there, but... I mean, hell, it could be at Armos Knights. I mean, this thing could be literally anywhere. I would love to make my next trip up to Death Mountain my last one. But... that would be a time sink. It would be a definite time sink if we do that. But we are going to go back in and check left side. Basically, if we checked everything besides Death Mountain, it would take us maybe 5 or 6 minutes. We'd be guaranteed to have it.
I know, right?
But if it's 5 or 6 minutes lost if it's in Turtle Rock, which I think it's probably in Turtle Rock. If it's not in here.
No kidding, none of them are going to be safe.
And Turtle Rock might still be a double dip. We don't know. Because it could be in the big chest here. It could be in the basement of Hera. There's plenty of opportunities for it to be in a trolley spot. And again, it's probably in Turtle Rock. I mean, I've been saying that for a while now, but we're just trying to take one trip up to the mountain is all, which at this point, I'm not too happy with my choice.
I know, right?
Oh, what am I doing? That's definitely not the way to go.
Yeah. Let's try not to wait so long between phone calls.
So the thing I'm curious is if I should do like I could check not Thieves Town, Skullwoods very quickly. Thieves Town's gonna take a little bit. If it's in the big chest in Thieves Town, that's gonna take some time.
Oh my god. Well,
So is Armos Knights. I mean, Armos Knights is gonna take about 2 minutes to do.
No, I don't. But if I had to
I need to make a decision.
use a phone for long distance, then yeah, I would have to.
I need to make a decision here.
It would cost too much money to use a cell phone. Well, that's different. You have a business. Yeah.
Should we do this or not? Yeah, we're gonna do it. So we're gonna gamble. I feel we're behind, so we need to gamble a bit. We're gonna check the outliers. It's probably Turtle Rock. I totally acknowledge this. It's probably in Turtle Rock. Usually is.
I get a lot of phone calls from Texas just because I have a Texas number.
But I feel that I'm behind, so I'm gonna check the outliers.
I just ignore them. They don't leave messages. Verizon.
I hate doing this. I really hate doing this, but it's time to gamble a little bit. I mean, if we lose this race, we lose this race. But if we actually hit this, if it's here or if it's
when
Armos,
the phone rings, it'll show that.
especially if it's in Thieves Town, we actually probably win.
Exactly. So I don't ever answer them if they don't. If I just leave a message, if it's important and they needed to talk to me, then I'll call them right back. But none of them leave messages.
If somebody finishes in the next 5 minutes, though, we know where it is, because it's definitely in Turtle Rock. I mean, Turtle Rock's been available for a while. And it just chose not to do it.
Yep. Yep, I don't even answer it. If I don't recognize the number, if it's not saved on my phone, I don't answer it. And if it's and the only time I get a message is because it's my doctor's office or something.
So we've got, what, 2 areas left.
Yeah.
They're both about 2-minute time sinks.
No, they don't leave messages.
You know, it also could be that I realize there is another option here. And the other reason to do this is that there is one additional chest this could be in that would cost us a shit ton of time, and that's if it's a vanilla big key spot inside of Turtle Rock.
Holy shit.
You've been on the phone for like 2 hours.
For 3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah, you've been on the phone for a while. I'm actually surprised your phone is still.
25%.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
Yeah.
We do.
Well,
do for hours.
it's because you didn't call on Christmas.
I know. And he goes, well, I didn't call you either. So he called me because he figured I would probably be working tomorrow, and he called me because
Ah, gotcha.
He remembered that.
Yeah.
Brooke texted at 12:40, Happy New Year, which is surprised she was awake.
I am too.
And then Michael texted at 1:14, Happy New Year.
I'm not surprised.
No. They were having a party.
Yeah.
Him and his friends, because they posted on Facebook.
Oh.
Michael posted, hey, said, we need to try some of these games for our
Yeah, you
party.
mentioned that, yeah.
And it was a bunch of fun games. It wasn't...
But yeah, but I'm sure they turned it into drinking
Oh, I'm sure
games.
they did.
I mean,
I just told him to be safe, take care of himself. That's all I wanted to do.
they're a bunch of 20-year-olds. Of course they're going to turn them into drinking games. I'd
No,
be...
some of them are 21.
Well, I mean, they're
never,
in their 20s, yeah.
Michael's never hung around with anybody really his age much. Everybody's been older. Like Brooke's friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've lost this race now. Again, I know we're taking risks, but I felt I was behind anyway, so... We're totally, fully committed to this plan now. So there's only one spot it could be outside of Turtle Rock. But no one is done yet, so there is still a possibility it's here. I would have, if it's in Turtle Rock, I would have expected people to be done by now. Or close to.
I got the dishes done and started some laundry in that time.
Oh, it's cool, dude. Thank you. What we don't want to see is this to be like the big key to Swamp Palace. We're fully committed to this plan. It's probably a mistake. I acknowledged that 5 minutes ago, that this is probably a mistake. But I think it's essential to attempt to win this race. Because I think I'm behind by a considerable margin. Mostly because of Swamp Palace. So the correct choice is probably do Turtle Rock and then come back to do Swamp, but since I didn't do that, I'm kind of committed to doing this, and I think the chances are incredibly slim at this point that this is the correct choice, but we're doing it anyway. There is an additional choice. There is an option here. That Aga chest is still in play. So there is a small key on the Lumberjack Ledge, and if that is the Hera key, or if it is the last Turtle Rock key, that means those two chests could be in play still. Again, unlikely, but possible. Don't know why I actually got that. I should have just saved quit. It would have saved time. Alright, well, it was a noble effort, but we missed. It was a noble effort. And now we have I think we've officially lost this race now. I do expect somebody to be done very, very soon. Let's put this way. If we get through Turtle Rock and no one is not done... I mean, we actually... Well, I shouldn't say this. The next thing is to do Aghanim unless we find the two... There's two items that that could be in Turtle Rock that could lead us to where we need to go. And those are again, the small key to Hera and the big key to Swamp. So the only two things that could be in Turtle Rock if the ice rod is not in here. And then it's either in one of those two locations or it's at the Lumberjack Ledge is... Sometimes you can squeeze through here. Not today. But yeah, it's probably going to be like the first chest here and we're totally screwed. It's not the ether. Oh well. Again, we took a risk. It did not pay. This was clearly the obvious choice. Let's see, what actually... Let me think of what other keys that could be. I'm still just thinking about that Aga play. So, what else could it be? It could be the Hera key. It could be the one key here to Turtle Rock. And then there's one... Just one? Key to... Yeah, just one key to Skullwood's left. So Hyrule, Hera, Turtle Rock. So yeah, there's 4 possibilities that small key could be at this point. Part of me almost says I should have just done it, because my other gamble already didn't pay. And it could definitely be in the vanilla chest. The vanilla big key spot here in Turtle Rock. Could be. But there's not, again, there's not much left here, so really not much left. Should have done this first. I was hedging for one trip up to Death Mountain. Which I guess is still possible, but just less likely. God, wouldn't that be something if Aga was actually the play? I'll tell you what, if I get out of here and I do not have, if I finish this, I get all the way to Laser Bridge and I do not have the Ice Rod, I'm going to go kill Aga. Actually, what am I saying? I have to kill Aga at that point. There's no other option. That is actually the only play. So I shouldn't say that. That is the play. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I mean, I'm not checking that chest yet anyway, so... Because it could be right there. Ice Rod could be in that chest right there. Could be in there just as much as any other chest. Yeah, no one's done yet. So I'm almost thinking this might not be the right play. That the right play might actually be Aghanim. I think that's possible. Because I think if Turtle Rock was the play, someone would have been done by now. Could be doing a 2-hour Aga clear. That's kind of what it's looking at like at this point.
I put, I guess I'll go. And of course Eric comes up with, just don't bring that douchebag husband in here. He can't stand that guy.
Yeah, I'll leave. I'll go do something else that day. I'll go watch the game at a bar or something.
And I'm like, I'm not sure he behaves, I promise.
If there's anybody that needs to behave, it's that motherfucker. There it is. Alright.
Oh, you invited Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she put question mark.
I think Keysa said he was coming.
She says she doubts she'll be able to make it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But I'm glad you invited her.
Yeah.
Choose her maybes. Who's the other maybe?
Kevin, I think. Alright, so it's clearly the... Oh, it's Ed. That's Kevin's brother. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm actually surprised no one's done. I mean, we're about 8 minutes out. Yeah, they would come.
Try.
Yeah, I mean, I always invite them. I mean, we said this from the beginning. Turtle Rock was going to be the play, but... Of course I did. I always do. A lot of people won't show, but I invite a lot of people. I give them the option. You know, you invite 25 people, 12 of them will show. So, my guess is both the other guys are in Ganon's Tower long before now. I seriously doubt both of them would have hedged this like I did. That does not make much sense. Alright, so we're about 8 minutes out. Getting it under 7 would be very difficult at this point. I mean, it is possible that Hammer fucked him up, though. So they could have been off to a very slow start, based off that hammer. Yeah, that hammer was tricky. Oh god, I can't pronounce that name. Matsuri Dream. Thank you for the follow, dude. You know, I'm amazed. Honestly, I'm amazed by how many people show up for the stream for the first time, and the first thing they comment on is the cat cam.
Oh yeah, I told David I sent him a picture of the cat.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Well, she's always here. This is where she sleeps, so... Every once in a while, Troy comes up here, but... It's not...
And then she boots him out.
Yeah, oh yeah, when Troy's up here, yeah. Not loud.
Actually, I need to take another picture of Kiva. I've got like 1,000 photos this day.
Oh, how is somebody not done? At least Blaine should be done by now. Blaine's better than this. Blaine wouldn't have done a full clear. At least I don't think he would have. I haven't seen Jasper all day. He came out for food. Yeah, he came out for food and that was it. Oh, look at that stretch on that cat. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Shit, missed. Ah, come on, don't do this. Oh, Scotland's kicking my ass. I keep looking over the RC. Again, I'm so shocked no one's done. Uh-oh. Yeah, that screwed that up. That got hit by the fireball. Screwed it up. God damn it. Oh no, we got on the left. Alright. Damn fireball. Timing can be tricky. You know, I'm gonna make a prediction here. I'm gonna get to like Aga, and then both Blaine and I think it's DJ's the other guy, are both gonna finish right when I'm finishing up Aga. That would be typical Rando. I'm super not concerned about my magic usage here. Might as well just get this. It was in Turtle Rock. Of course it was. I mean, I said it was in Turtle Rock, even before I checked everything other than Turtle Rock. It's always in Turtle Rock. Yes. I'm sure we could. I've mentioned it to him before too, and he's just like, eh, whatever. Oh, yeah, he's totally destroyed that desk. I mean, it still works functionally as a desk, as a plank of wood, but... Well, no, we don't need to. Yeah, if you want to. I mean, should we consult him? It's his room.
Just kidding. I told him it would give him more room where I suggested to him that does.
Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned to it to him, and he just doesn't seem like he's too interested in doing it.
He doesn't care. In my opinion, better off to get a normal dice.
Sure.
But it's done.
It's done.
I thought it would be cooler. Let's see.
Alright, so we're on Aga. This is when people are going to finish and snipe us. I mean, it's not even a snipe because we're so far... We check so much shit. Again, I'm shocked no one's done. I mean, look at what we did. We did everything. How no one else has done right now is just a mystery to me. Want to make sure my IRC was still connected.
I can pay this online.
This is going to be an incredibly easy fight. Six. Yeah, I still took a hit on the way out. Yep, Boyne just finished. Let's see if both of them can finish before we finish this. I knew somebody was gonna hit us. I knew somebody was gonna hit us. The chances of that, of winning this, considering what we did, is just so slim. Oh, it already fished there. yeah, I just saw that. I did. I found everything in this game. Thank you very much. Oh, we can actually get a cheap triple here. Ah, that's a nice one. I think we got that. Oh, no, we didn't get it. Yeah, we were off by one. I lost a frame in there. Pretty good Gannett fight, but... Yep. Yo, Saberwolf, what's up, dude? I mean, if we hadn't just... Again, we hedged everything. I mean, we would have been finished 10 minutes ago if we hadn't actually done that, so... But we took a risk. I'm shocked that we were that close, considering what we did. Hey, Windfish! Yay, Windfish! I'm gonna have to... I'll find out. Oh, you just don't... Oh, because he had to have done the same thing I did. I'm gonna find out really quick before we go through the Bonk game here. I'm gonna find out if Boyne did the... Find out if Boyne did the same thing I did. He almost had to, because if you go to Turtle Rock when you can, at that point, you finished 10-15 minutes ago. And if it's actually happened, that means all three of us did it. So we'll find out. Let's go ahead and get ready for the bonk game, though, ladies and gentlemen. So we got those boots very early. Because I know that we checked the bonk rocks very early. So yeah, we got those super early boots. I couldn't remember exactly where, but I know that they were early. So I'm going to pick a pretty high number. Eddie's in at 22. Dread's in at 25. I am going to say, because you know me, I'm a bonk fiend. I'm going to say 20... I'm going to go low. I'm going to say 23 bonks. 23. Yeah, Turtle Rock just couldn't give him the SRL be there until... Yep, he did the same thing. It looks like, yeah, all three of us made that same play where we waited to the end of the Turtle Rock. That's pretty remarkable. All right, let's go and fast forward through this. Get to the end. So yeah, we actually had that race if we had just decided to risk it and go to Turtle Rock, but I felt way behind at that point, so that's why I didn't do it. But apparently all three of us felt the exact same thing. 25 bonks. We have a winner. We have a wiener. Dread is a wiener. Congratulations to the wiener. Let's see. Sequence broke a lot because flute separately, not even sure the correct item more of his fruit and then swamp key. So I was missing Ice Rod. I had all of Meyer, Swamp, Turtle Rock to choose from. Skip left side Swamp, which did it for me, yeah. So, all right, boys and girls. Oh, and I didn't mean to maximize that. So, let me take a look at something really quick here. I need to get some food in me. Did that just start? Oh, God, there's another Keysanity that just started. Oh, I want to do it, but I got to eat. I want to do it, but I got to eat. I got to eat. Yeah, I got to eat. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, boys and girls. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for right now. I would love to do that other Keysanity run, but I got to get something in my stomach. I haven't eaten all morning, and it is almost 1 o'clock. So,
but I haven't either.
Yeah. We'll be back on later. Again, thanks everyone for showing up. If you're new to the channel, you want to hit that follow button, see when we come on next, feel free to do so. You'll get to see us make more bad decisions about not going to Turtle Rock. Other than that, we are going to call it for right now. We'll be back on later this afternoon, I am sure. This is our last day off. Obviously, everyone has to go back to work tomorrow, which really sucks.
It's 2018. Yay. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yay. Woo. Woo. So, all right, boys and girls, we're out of here, and we'll see you guys later.